When I got drunk, I always kissed my friends, like only girls, not boys. Yeah, like deepest.
It's something that a friend did for me, right? So once I was drinking far too much and needed to throw up. So a friend stuck his entire hand down my mouth. So I'm till about here, and like dangled around my tonsils a lot, and nothing happened. I had to go to bed without throwing up at all. But he was a good friend, and he tried his best to try and make me throw up. So that was pretty cool.
2 years ago, we decided to do the partnership thing.
Little partnership.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
We're a couple.
Do you know, just look at her laughing away.
Right.
We went down to Portobello Road and he bought me a fabulous ring.
We bought each other a fabulous ring.
Solid gold,
Had
both
the
of them.
ceremony, exchanged rings, went on our honeymoon, so to speak. We went to Egypt, and we went on a Nile cruise. And on the first day we were there, John was he was feeding the birds from his bedroom, and he was throwing the bread out, and the ring flew off into the Nile, but into the shallow part of it. And I get a call over the tannoy saying, could you urgently go to room such and such?
I was in such a strait.
Anyway, got to the room. John was in an absolute state. He said, my ring's gone, it's dropped into the Nile. So we got the engineers and the guys on the ship to come, and they were all out there hunting on the shallow bit. Couldn't find it. And as the ship was pulling away, I took off my wedding ring and I threw it in, and I said, now we know where our wedding rings are. They're at Dendra in Egypt.
I was in a club, and this girl that I like, who's also my friend, she came up to me and goes, I like you. And I said, what? And she goes, I like you. I was like, oh, I like you too. And she went, that's great, mate, I asked you for a lighter.
I had one misunderstanding with some friends when we went travelling to Central America, and while we were there we were wandering around the town looking for some things to do, and we bumped into what we thought was just a nice party, and we were invited to have some cake and drink some beer, and then we were asked if we could pay our respects, and we suddenly realised that we were at a wake, and the next thing I knew I was standing looking at a dead body, and that was a bit of a weird one.
One time my sister and I thought it'd be a good idea to get naked and cover ourselves in flour and bike down our driveway, which is half a mile long. It's a public driveway, so that was embarrassing, especially when our hockey billet boys started driving up the driveway. It was awkward.
Probably up to the elbow.
A friend of mine got a jellyfish sting back in South Africa. Really awful pain, and generally, you know, acid is a good relief from this blue ball sting. So I sucked it up, asked him to turn the underway, pulled out my pants, and let rip all over his ankle. And we've been best friends ever since.
I go to third base for my friends, definitely.
A friend of ours is really hairy, and we put him on stage in front of 3,000 people and took the hair off his back. All for charity. He got £6,000 for cancer research for it as well. It wasn't for him. Yeah, he didn't look too happy. It was great fun for us though. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I want to do it again, really.
I'm not very sure. No, I'm pretty boring, I think.
We're both in our 60s and we go scrumping for apples. I shove her up the tree and she throws them down to me. Then we take them home and make apple pie.